What's up, YouTube? We are back and brighter than ever. We're going to be installing a Lowglow kit on my car. Later on, we're also going to be installing one on our Nails 22BRZ. And we've heard everyone's request of getting lights. And now we have all the lights to make things very bright in here. So that way, enough of the dark videos. We were tired of it, as well as some of our viewers. The car's already clean. We moved it inside, and it had rained earlier, so we're just drying it off and drying off the floor around it. There's a ton of videos for installing it, so we're gonna go not as in-depth, just to save some time. But we're gonna do first is jack up the car, and then I'm gonna have to remove the tires just because got a lot of meat under there, and just to give us better working space, it's gonna help. So that's what we're gonna just try and get some kind of footage of real quick, jacking up the car and pulling off the tires, and then we'll lay everything out, go through the kit, just give you all a short explanation of everything.
As far as it goes,
Yep, there's a little button. Look at that. New light. So that way everything we try and record well lit for y'all. What's up, man?
So I've been fucking around with my own tune. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if I could get it to low, because I got the cams in it. I have learned something about Honda.
is our buddy Andrew. He lives up the street. He's our fast friend.
Shit.
It's Type R.
My fucking dirty ass Type R.
Sick. Thanks, man. Mike being the best. Got everything off. And now, here's the kit. Got all of our connections. This is what wires up to the battery, to the fuse box. These are some wire management helping tools, zip ties, and then patty. These are going to come in handy. I'm going to eat this right now before we get started when we brainstorm. Got some stickers, and then everything nicely labeled, front, side, rear. And then we've already installed this kit before, so we know how to do it, but they supply a lot of instructions. It's basically just routing everything nicely to the bottom, and then you'll follow around. You want to do so nicely so that way if you ever need to take off the front bumper, you can do so without having to like totally redo your strips. And we'll just try and show you guys that the best we can. Winded it? What the fuck did I miss?
How do we go from this shit being in the box to it being on the fucking car? The fuck?
Alright. What I've done now is I've taken like a good few rags and I've doused them in alcohol, and I've gone along the front, the sides, and then where we'll be mounting it in the rear is just up here on whatever, where your fucking spare tire fits. I just like doused it, just fucking completely soaked the towels in alcohol. Gave it a good wipe down. Now we're gonna start at the front. I'm gonna lay it out here, run the cables up here, and even before that I might remove this fender shroud just because we're gonna run the wires down and like on and off switch through the fender here, and then I'm probably going to open up a little hole so I can put the switch through, and I'll have the switch right here on the driver's side somewhere. But we'll definitely show y'all step by step each way and just how we got where we're at. What I've done is open up everything and we're just checking, make sure that they work. I'm not going to go through the side and the rear because I've worked with their kit before. It's a really like outstanding kit. It's the first kit that I've ever worked with, but it's really nice, and I'm confident in their stuff. Our buddy Andrew is an electrical engineer. He's just helping me huh?
Don't lie to these people.
He's just showing us what it pulls like when it's on from the battery. And what did we see? We saw like 1.24.
Yeah, it'll fluctuate on this like color pattern. But right now it seems to settle out to about 0.8 amps. So you can probably run it for, a couple hours before it kills the battery.
Yeah. Sweet. There's a big old jumble of fucking wires that we're just gonna try and route and start sticking on the front of the bumper. I've got the big jumble of wires set over here. We're going to stick on the front strips while trying to find a good way to route the big jumble of wires through the top. But just in preparation, I've got wife's hair dryer because we're going to heat up the 3M strip before we stick it. And then I've just also got our lights set up, extension cord, so that way everything can be well lit for you guys. Our buddy Andrew left. That was unplanned. He came over. He's just messing around with his tune. But now we're back to business. We're gonna route this wire, put 3M strip, and start sticking this thing on. All right. We kind of found a spot. It's just kind of like down here by your like coolant tank. I don't know, I'll have Mike show as he feeds it down, and then I can show you at the bottom where it's going to be coming out from. So front of the car, as we come underneath, this is like your main tray, like your oil pan. This is kind of over here to like your fender liner, and it's just in between your driver's side fender liner and the under tray, the skid tray or whatever. You just see right through there some light. I'm probably gonna run that cord down here, and then I'll have it like come across here, the underside, and then we'll find like the metal point, and I'll have the connector right here, so that way if I ever need to remove the front bumper, I'll just undo this connector. It'll hang here. It's not going to hang low, just it'll hang here, and then I'll have it separated from its connector, from its whatever mothership, and then I'll be able to pull the front bumper off, the strips and everything. But I just wanted to give y'all a quick look, and then I'll also show, like, as Mike feeds it down, where he's feeding it down through and how we get it through the rest of the way here. Oh wait, pull it back out. Oh yeah, we're feeding it right behind like your washer fluid. You can kind of see like where it parts there, like the whatever frame of the car, and that's where we're sliding it down through. I see it. All right. Now I'm just, yeah, gonna unravel this, and it's a bit odd, but it's whatever, it fucking works for us. We're using a big long fucking brush that's used to scrub the inside of a hookah hose. You could use many different things, but this actually is just something that works kind of well, because we do smoke hookah, but you could, I guess, use a wire hanger, or you could use a long fucking screwdriver or Phillips, whatever the fuck you have that you can fish this down. Use it. Like, this works for us, so whatever works for y'all. And as you can see, now I'm gonna just run this to the center, like I said, and just make sure it's nowhere near the radiator or the fans for the radiator, so it's actually kind of a really perfect spot for it. And having this splitter does kind of like limit, I guess, the areas where you can drop it down to, but this one works just because you can't get under any closer to the front of the bumper, but this works. Again, now I'm just going to pull this over here to the center. I'm going to use their wire management, like 3M stuff, to just tuck it away nicely. And yeah, so far we've got from the motherboard down here running nicely. Going good. I don't know if y'all been able to really see too much. It's well lit, but there's no right or wrong way to mount this stuff. I showed y'all where we ran it down through, and right next to that hole, I don't know, there's this little hole in the frame. I zip tied part of it there, and then I used their little 3M wire management stuff. I just put one here underneath whatever this, I don't know, fucking, it's not part of the tray, but just part of the vehicle. 3M'd it there, and then put it behind, like where my bumper would go. Put another piece here, and you can see it's gonna hang out right here. And then now we're going to, this is the center, the middle point of the car. For me, I'm gonna put it above like the outer part of my splitter. This is where I'm gonna start them and then run them out the side. Anyone who knows anything about Lowglow kit, there's arrows, and you want to have those arrows pointed out and behind your car, so that way it has that flowy functionality. Otherwise your shit will look all fucked up. But that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna heat up the strips, and then I'm going to place them, and we'll have this front part on. All right, so people watching, doing this shit at home, pick a side that you want to start with. The right side is hanging, but that's okay, we'll get there. We've routed this. I've got front splitter, and we started at being like in front of the hardware to the splitter, but doing that all the way around, it uses a lot of your strip. So we started before the hardware of the splitter on like the first two, and then the rest of the way we went behind, and that gave us the perfect amount of length to get all the way around the front of the bumper, meeting up with the side. And look, now we've got light, you can see perfectly. This is where the strip is ending, and now we're gonna see about routing the connector in here, the fender, to meet up with the side. We had to undo my front loop so that way we could pull out the fender liner, and then we removed this, I don't know, we removed some of the clips, and then we pulled back the fender liner, and I had to remove my mud flap so that way we could run this connector underneath the fender liner. You could 3M strip your stuff to the fender liner, but I've got a really big like aggressive tire setup, and I constantly rub sometimes, and so if we did that, my shit was gonna, like, I don't know, probably tear it off, knock it off or something. Mike has pulled back the fender liner. We're tucking it underneath there, just to tuck it away nicer. Dude, the lighting, huge difference. This would be all dark as fuck. This looks so good. I'm looking at your head in 1080p. There we go. Get in somewhere. This front left side is all 3M'd on. Just got it connected. She's routing this stuff nicely, making it look nice. Okay, I can't exactly tell you what harness and everything is, but right behind your fender liner, here's like your windshield washer. We zip tied it to that cable, and then running up from there, you have these like OEM little like clamps that hold these wires. I zip tied in a few spots, but you're able actually to this is the wire for the Lowglow kit, and you're able to just clip it right in there. You have a few of them, and then I zip tied to this wire. It's run in here. It's like your fender badge right behind it, right behind the fender liner. And then I'm going to, Mike is working on getting a side piece. Oh, getting a side piece. All right, now he's grabbing a side strip because Kennedy probably watches these videos and Mike's not trying to get a side piece. But he's getting a side strip, and then I'm going to kind of zip tie these wires together and then put it to this harness right here, so that way we don't have a lot of excess and just what we need to connect to the side strip. That's where we are at now and where we'll continue from. Also, right here, we open the door, there's wire harness that leads inside. Like right here is where like your fuse box is and everything. I'm gonna open that up, and then that's where I'm gonna be putting the controller through, so that way it's right there on the inside near the fuse box area. So got all the wire, the extra connector connecting the front to the side, tucked away. Now Mike is working on putting the fender liner back, and then did you already connect it? Yeah. Oh, okay. It's connected. I don't know if y'all can see, but this is connected. Right here, you see the strip. It comes over here, and it is tucked underneath this side part there. You'll see whenever y'all do it yourselves. And then we've got side piece running all the way down already, and then now here shortly we'll start routing the second part, so that way, and of course the light will come with us. It won't be dark over here. Just removing the rear fender, and there's a bar up top here on the inside. That's where we're going to zip tie it to. Again, if you've got mud flaps or anything, you're taking it all off in order to get the fender liner back. There's the bar. Here's the bar. Here, I'll hold it back and you can zip tie it. That's what we're doing it. That wire is being tucked right inside here, and then it is coming out. There's two holes right here in the fender liner, or yeah, through the fender liner. These two holes right here, and I have the wire feeding out the top portion, and it's going to come above the exhaust. I'm going to use these little 3M wire management stuff that they provide, and I'm going to put it as high as possible around the exhaust, and then it's going to be right here on the wheel where the spare tire sits. But that's all we're doing now, and then we will rinse and repeat everything for the other side, and we'll show y'all just shorter clips of that. Next day, we ran into an issue with one of the strips. We're gonna tell you guys about it later, but it is New Year's Eve. We have people over. I'm gonna try and finish this as quickly as possible, all while being efficient. Oh wow, it really did come off all clean. You were smiling. I thought you were joking. All right. Got a strip on the front on successfully. Everything we showed you on the opposite side is what we're doing now on this side. We're separating the lip, if you have one, exposing the, I can't even fucking think of it, all the liner, so that way we can go ahead and zip tie like we did before. Everything that we do on this side and the rest of the videos just kind of be a lot shorter clips of what we're doing, since we already showed everyone yesterday. It's the same thing.
To it?
I don't know if it was or not, but we're gonna do it again. We got the front right strip mounted. We have the connector tucked away underneath the liner. We have the side piece running down. We still need to tuck away the connector to the rear and the back there, but it's the same way. You just undo a whole bunch of clips, tuck it up there. There's a bar in the back you can zip tie it to. We're right now going to work on mounting the rear strips, and one of the last things we do is put the on and off switch down through the fender here, you've got like a main harness that runs into the driver's side door. We'll run it through there and mount it up. We'll continue to show you guys little bits here and there until it's done, complete, everything's put together, and we're glowing. All right, so here in the rear, we're gonna be mounting it in your spare tire, but instead of going just right across it, because this is actually, it's gonna poke out just a little bit past your rear diffuser, we're gonna do it to the front of it, because it's right behind it. You're not going to lose any of the lights because there's nothing covering it, and it's just going to make for a good place for mounting it. Alrighty, you guys, so the install for the Lowglow kit is complete. We did finish up last night, a little earlier this morning. Like I was saying, doing this on New Year's, so eventually we just had to get to a stopping point because we had friends and family here, and that's gonna take priority. So I just wanted to really quickly show you guys where the final like mounting strip went, and then I'll show you guys how I routed the cords from the battery and everything. So under the car, right behind here, it's a little dirty because I've driven the car since, but we put the wire coming from the side strip under the fender liner, and underneath just like the black plastic here, there's a place, and I used all of like the little 3M clips that they provide to keep the wire high and away from the exhaust. I did go behind this kind of like heat shield here. As you can see, this 3M strip came off, but they provide plenty. This was the final area where we started to mount, where these welds are here on the back, where like your spare tire sits. It flexes and it goes with the body pretty well. And then this is center, if you guys can see that. This is center right where your fourth brake light is, and I put it just where they're both meeting, and the same of course on the other side, and it looks great. There's nothing that stops or hinders the glow. Looks good, it sticks good. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this. I wanted to finish because there was a lot of time and effort that went into this install, and I wanted to finish it for myself, because it was something I started and I wanted to see it through the end, and hopefully someone gets something from it. Okay, so there's a big bundle of wires here that's tucked away nicely. You guys probably can't see where it is, and I won't tell you right away. But for the ground, I just put it right here, your battery bracket, and then you follow it up. This is the fuse for the Lowglow kit, and I winded up just putting it right here to the positive terminal. And then for the rest of the wire, I have it bundled and zip tied together right here on the side. And then I don't want to pull out an Allen key right now, but I have it tucked back here into the fender, so it is behind the Grimspeed fender dress-up kit, and it'll fit nicely behind your OEM or Perrin, whatever kind of fender liner kit you have. And then I have it routed down through here. Let me grab my light real quick so that way you guys can see a whole lot better. Alright, have the door open up all the way. And I have it coming down through here, rubber gasket here, where all of your power to all of your door features. I just cut a little hole and I fit it through. And you just kind of fish for it through here. Now this is the Lowglow button. Is that open all the way? Yeah, okay. So yeah, underneath here you can remove this plastic so that way you can find it better. And then I just have it routed up through here, and then that part is 3M, and it tucks away nicely and discreetly. Whenever I want to turn it on and off, it is there. And the kit has worked phenomenally, no issues. The only issue that I had was user error. When I installed it, I bent at the gold contact part in the kit itself, and that winded up the little gold contacts in there, very fragile. One of them tore, and that's where you guys saw where it wasn't working anymore. But they sent me a replacement strip, and so hands down, like, to Lowglow, they were very, very helpful in sending me another strip. They didn't have to, because that was my fault, but I'm very thankful for that. Like I said, I just wanted to finish up this video so that way I could show you guys. A little later on today, I will get some video footage with the Lowglow kit on. But until then, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. But as you guys can see, the Lowglow kit is on. This is my favorite color to drive with it on. Red car, red sweater. Have our lit logo light on. And of course, you can go through all the different modes that it comes with. We have the famous, infamous Lowglow rainbow flowing light effect. You can see it everywhere. It's well lit. I love the placement of everything. I love how it turned out. This is their favorite light effect. But we're doing this one, right? Hope y'all want the rainbow. Let's do the rainbow. I think it looks pretty cool. Alrighty. So, alright. Well, say thanks, guys. Say leave a thumbs up, like